What's good, YouTube? It's your boy C Million, and with me I got 3.5 BC. This is another podcast episode. Somebody look unfamiliar, right? It's 5 black men now. This is Hasani.
What's good? What's good?
He's a fan of the show. He's seen all the episodes. He comes to me, talk about it every time.
I ain't say nothing.
And he came to me personally. He said that he wanted to come and talk about stuff. So, Hasani, introduce yourself. Anything you want people to know?
My name's Hasani. If you like with me on Discord, you might know me as Silent Raven.
Oh God!
Shut up, nigga! Shut up.
Oh God!
I like video games, superheroes. In case you couldn't tell.
There we go.
Yeah.
What college you go to, bro?
Go to RIT, Rochester Institute of Technology.
There we
I'm a
go.
game design major.
Yes,
Like I said, I
sir.
like video games. I'm trying to make them. You feel me?
There we go.
Fix the industry.
Fix the industry, bro. Not working for EA. Don't ask.
I was just about to say he about to sign with EA.
No, I'm not, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that to me.
Should we talk about that?
Yeah, I'm a fan. C Million's channel. I've been watching these podcasts.
We don't know that.
Y'all boys are making this look fun, so I wanted to get in on it. You feel me?
You've been talking about it.
I'm trying to get in on this, so here we are.
Yeah.
Respectfully. So, before we start, I just want to ask Hasani a couple questions because he's seen all the episodes and shit like that. Not trying to put him on the spot, but what was your favorite episode or your favorite topic?
I can't remember which episode it's in. My favorite topic was fucking Sean King. Because y'all niggas was funny. Yo, that shit was funny. But yeah, that's definitely number one.
It was an odd ass car that
Yeah, no, that was a funny ass
was the
day.
second one.
Yeah, I think it was.
No, it's number 2, yeah.
Yeah.
Sean King was top tier.
Yeah, people liked the episode too.
Yeah,
Hey.
that's the one too.
In the comments, let us know what y'all want to see more of. You feel me? We all appreciate the input.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I get texts every day. I send it to our group chat. I let niggas know, like, yo, so and so said this. So feedback is important. That's how we bring more of what y'all like. So, first topic, what we talking about? The baby.
You can introduce it.
Alright, so
I can add on.
I'm sure y'all heard about what happened with the baby at Rolling Loud. Basically, he got on stage, said a lot of homophobic shit, and I wrote it down because I didn't want to forget.
Let's go.
Don't do that shit, bro.
Man can't prepared.
It was like July 25th or something. I think
got
it
the
was
date.
in like Miami. Shut up. I want to make sure. All right, this is what he said. He said, and I quote, "If you didn't show up today with HIV, AIDS, or any of them deadly sexually transmitted diseases that'll make you die in 2 to 3 weeks, put your cell phone lighter up. Ladies, if your pussy smell like water, put your cell phone lighter up. Fellas, if you ain't sucking dick in the parking lot, put your cell phone lighter up." Right? So, exactly. What made this nigga say that shit, bro? So,
He obviously wanted to say it.
It's like that shit was pent up.
facts.
But you don't come with that shit on top of the dome.
Right.
Word.
Wait, can I see really? Because like,
And let me add on real quick.
part of it is not clicking.
Let me add on real quick. One of the following comments he made in some sort of apology, he included saying, hold up, all the lights went up, gay or straight. You want to know why? Because even my gay fans don't got fucking AIDS. They don't got AIDS. My gay fans, they take care of themselves. They ain't going for that. They ain't no junkies. I said, if you ain't sucking dick in the parking lot, put your cell phone light up. You know what my gay fans did? Put that motherfucking light up.
Come on,
My gay fans ain't going for that. They got class. They ain't sucking no dick in no parking lot. Even my gay fans got standards.
This is ridiculous.
That's
So,
What made him say that?
Look, just to clarify, this is news to me. I heard about it, but I ain't even look into it. Like, cause I was just busy. I'm doing shit. I ain't gonna lie. Like, high key, I saw like, oh, the baby being homophobic, and I was like, alright.
What else is new?
I got 3
This nigga
videos
been
in
a
the draft. I gotta get to it.
I also saw that a lot of people was trying to give him help, and he just been like, just ignoring everybody.
Yeah.
Like I saw Miley Cyrus tweeted at the baby saying,
What's
she
her
was like, please get some help. Like, I'll help you.
Dua Lipa did that too. Dua Lipa, Elton John. But one thing I like to know about that is like white people in general. They for the most part, like white people with platforms and shit, they defend their gay people. But like when it comes to black celebrities and shit and black rappers in general, they attack their gay fans or they just say something.
Nobody want to get canceled.
No, but I'm just saying in general, yo,
The baby wanna get
I'm just saying in general, the gay community and black community has always like clicked.
Yeah.
But like black rappers and just sometimes I like to blame.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I feel like the hip hop culture, we're not surrounded by no no gays, like, and to be honest. And,
Word.
And I'm not trying to, like, I'm not homophobic at all, but I would say, like, the older men in my family, they don't stand nothing for gays.
I was just about to say, I be looking at older black niggas weirdly, because it's like, yo, it's really your fault, because you be teaching these young niggas, like, yo, you're not even supposed to care about them. Like, they always say,
I listen to some of the shit that be said. I'm just be like, my nigga, like, you allocating more energy than any gay nigga ever will.
Word.
Like, that shit, I mean.
And one comment I really hate about that whole type of discourse is like, they make it their whole life or some shit. Like, we like women, but we don't make that our whole, whole being.
Yeah, at least not
like,
the mentally sane.
Word. Like, that's a part of their identity,
Not
but
the
that don't
weirdo,
define them. Them being gay doesn't define them. Like,
Right.
it's more to their character.
People keep saying that it does, and that's
that's
BS.
weird.
Yeah.
And plus with the whole, let me just finish off this point. With the whole HIV thing, it's like ever since like the 70s, like when it first came out, HIV/AIDS, it's like they've been trying to connect that disease and shit between gays, which is a problem.
That's
Which is like, it's a lot of fucking like heterosexual people like us that could get it.
I don't know the facts, so I'm not gonna say.
I'm just saying, like, it's easily like you could transfer it through just blood or just any saliva or some shit like that. Especially through sex, like that's the main way.
They use statistics to justify the prejudice, basically.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
because they got nothing to go off. There's no reason to hate somebody because of what they like, so they use like, oh, yeah, HIV, STD. They try to find shit to spin the block and like try to fucking make it so that like, yeah, I don't like them for a reason. Like,
exactly, they will find a reason.
When in reality, like that's probably the dumbest reason. Like, I believe you more if you just say you just didn't like them.
Yeah.
Well, at least be outright and just say it, so we just know.
I saw on TikTok, and like I said, like this is news to me because I haven't been keeping up. But I did see something on TikTok where it was all like, they let white celebrities get away with saying out of pocket shit, but as soon as like a black rapper or somebody like says some shit that's slightly offensive,
They start pointing fingers at
yeah, which I'm indifferent about because I ain't look into it, but I just wanted to know y'all opinion on that. Like, do you think niggas go harder on the cancel culture towards black people?
I'm gonna let y'all touch that first. I don't want to
Alright, first I'm gonna say that shit don't exist. That shit only exists on fucking Twitter.
Yeah.
And to go back to what
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say before you said that shit, what the baby said was like, it was fucked up. But why y'all like, nobody should be surprised. The baby, like, he actually listens to his song, you should not be surprised.
Yeah, that's
like,
another. That's another reason why I was like, oh, when they said the baby in home, I'm like,
What else? Like, duh.
Yeah,
right, like I'm not turning my cheek to that. I'm just saying, like,
And honestly, there's a lot more rappers like him. They just don't say it.
It's
Yeah.
niggas who say wild shit like that on every song they make.
You right?
But like, niggas just hopped on the baby ass for some reason.
I guess because it wasn't in the song.
I think here's something I was gonna talk about this earlier. I think another reason that people were getting on the baby's ass about this is because in that same show, like, in that same show,
Meg.
this nigga brought out Tory Lanez, bro.
Yeah.
So
And that's
What about Tory Lanez?
He's doing this.
So,
man.
God damn, I don't know shit.
Megan Thee Stallion was dead.
the
Wait,
baby.
what happened?
So,
Wait,
so basically, Tory and Megan Thee Stallion, they can't be between 100 feet between each other. They have a restraining order.
Okay, yeah.
And the baby being cool with Meg and Tory.
Nah, they're not cool anymore.
Yeah, they're not cool anymore.
All right, well, anyways, the baby brought out Tory.
And Meg?
No,
He brought out Tory.
But Meg was close as fuck.
after Meg
Yeah, it
had
was
just
after Meg performed.
had just performed.
And
Yeah.
Tory Lanez wasn't even on like the lineup.
He wasn't on the roster
He wasn't
at all.
supposed to rap.
Oh, okay. So niggas mad at him about that too.
And people
He
are
mad
claiming
about
yeah,
that, and then that added on. What
yeah.
he said.
And people are claiming like, if you her friend, why would you bring out her supposed like yeah
Assaulter.
yeah assaulter
That
yeah.
shit-
opponent.
That shit been
Sound like
happening
they
though.
fight.
Like,
Round one.
Yeah.
So it's like
okay. I mean, to sum it up, like, out of pocket. Like,
Right.
you're out of pocket for that
out
shit.
of pocket. Man, like,
It is on
But that's a good little subtopic you brought up with the black people getting
Yeah,
maybe
that's
get
good,
more canceled than other
Let's talk
groups
about
of people. I guess. Let me think.
But
I gotta think about that.
But before y'all talk, what he said, I don't believe in the cancel culture either.
Yeah, I
Because-
don't believe in
Nah, it only exists on the
You
internet.
know what I was going to say that. Yeah, I am seeing that he is getting dropped by multiple music festivals.
He's
I do
probably-
say that.
He
that's
is
probably
losing
the
but-
only time I've ever seen cancel culture actually.
Word, I actually do something. But the point is like, no matter what time, if you say something against the societal norm, it's going to be consequences.
Yeah,
Like no matter. So I think that's this generation. Like this is this history times version of that. Like in the 1950s, if you say some shit that was in support of black people or something, you might get dropped from a news station, and that could be considered cancel culture in their time. You know. So that's what I'm saying. It just in the cancel culture, it's like, bro, most of these celebrities, they're not going to stop being celebrities. They already got money. They got their status.
Yeah.
Cancel culture not going to take that away. So
yeah, honestly, just hurting their feelings.
Yeah. So it's not like
other than that.
And based off them tweets, probably not even that.
Word. Yeah.
He didn't change, my nigga. He
Word.
stood his ground. He died on the hill. Like,
Even
tweet or not.
So I'm always saying
Another reason why he was getting dropped like that for all these festivals, because some festivals was going from top. Like, half of them, 94% of them festivals, niggas didn't even know about, they know the name. But as soon as they say it, academics and shit.
that shit is funny though.
So it was bringing attention to the festival.
Yeah.
By dropping him.
They took the
But
baby out.
in
Now
reality,
nobody going.
nobody
You know what it was? It was just like, yeah,
They
you
took
don't
the baby out. Now nobody going.
you don't want to be the one that still has them there.
Right.
Yeah.
One thing I also wanted to add though, like every, all the celebrities like Dua Lipa and Elton John, like you mentioned, like reacting to it.
Mm-hmm.
Motherfucking Chris Brown started
Oh,
reacting.
But he ain't really said nothing though.
No.
I know
So
he didn't
just-
say directly,
He
but
said
yeah,
shut the
salute.
fuck up and
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically
That's what I would have said.
Chris
My
Brown
nigga,
basically
they're doing
said
too
like
He is doing too
Chris Brown basically said like you doing too much. Go there, perform, say your thank yous, get off the
But
stage.
it's
Right?
just
I
the
see why-
fact
it's
It's like the Chris Brown said it,
that's
bro.
why I say it's the fact that nigga.
Character development.
I'm like,
But yeah, that was funny to me. Like
That's
everyone was like
basically like my whole like overall like my nigga he didn't have to
say that. Exactly.
yeah.
Chris Brown was waiting. for
He's
that.
It's like Chris Brown be the voice of reason, bro.
He got a lot of women in gay fans. That's why he said that shit.
Oh, definitely.
But
It's what's really surprising about Chris Brown. How do you still have that much woman fans though
Yeah.
after that Rihanna debacle?
because niggas grew up and realized the truth.
Bro, don't do that, bro. Come on now.
That was wild. That shit.
I didn't, bro.
Come on.
Niggas grew up and matured about that shit.
Come on, man.
But he admitted to that shit in his doc. It was,
I ain't say he didn't do shit, but it was low key justified.
We all know what he did.
It was justified.
That's funny.
We don't support domestic violence.
We don't,
Tabrizi's still the king of pop.
bro. All right.
No, he not
But based on who exactly?
Oh,
Like,
right. Yeah. He make mixed though.
Like, bro.
Yeah, that nigga was good.
I don't think I ever put Chris Brown on my playlist.
Nah, I had to put him on
Feature Drake.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
that was a long ass tape.
Yeah, that nigga
Remember
go hoop, bro.
that shit was a long ass tape.
Look at
Chris
his
Brown
face.
could hoop.
So anything more to add on this?
Let rappers be rappers.
And stop
Alright,
looking at
alright.
these rappers as good people, bro. These
Facts,
niggas
bro.
are
Listen, no rapper should be a role model.
Facts.
Word,
No
bro.
rapper should be a role model.
Words.
Especially like
I
the
don't
baby,
know-
bro.
I don't know why your heart's broken that he said some. I know it's really hateful and that he got a platform, but stop looking at these niggas as like some type of God sent.
The baby
fucking
never
models
claimed
for
to be a
black
good
people.
nigga,
Like,
bro.
stop.
Except for Future.
Yeah.
King of Toxic. He's the king of toxic shit.
These niggas is not.
You know they joking.
Don't
bro.
listen to
Continue,
Moises.
bro. You know that nigga.
And I see it. Let me add on. I see the funny ass tweet is like, yo, you got to be big enough for you to say some shit like that and like you not to suffer any repercussions.
Yeah, niggas
Like, remember when that Future shit happened when the fat bitches shit? You know when he
ain't
stopped.
no consequences for that.
He ain't get no
That's what I'm
consequences,
saying,
and that
bro.
shit could have been. That shit could have been big.
Could've been amazing.
But it's just that
All the niggas
when you
did.
that big in the social status and like in you know just the power you hold in the culture,
That's Future. That's all you can say. That's
the baby
Future.
you still well people was getting on the baby ass anyway. You
Facts.
know, so it wasn't like he was
There was so
untouchable.
many memes about
That's
him.
what I'm saying. He
Niggas
wasn't
say-
untouchable.
Niggas say he should have been canceled after making the same song 17 times.
Yeah, I seen that shit.
We
So
heard
it's
Sean
like,
that shit was hard, and then he dropped it 17 more times.
Yeah.
fuck.
Dead
Damn,
ass.
that's crazy.
So
Yeah, I was just out of pocket.
He
So out
had,
of
he
pocket.
had no reason to
see-
say that,
I
bro.
don't know why.
I wonder what the viewers think. Okay.
Word. What you think, yo?
Yeah.
Was the baby out of pocket? So he just kept his mouth shut, or do you respect him for speaking his piece? Let us know.
One more
Let
thing.
us know.
There was after he said that T.I. and Boozy Badass was defending him. everyone was like, if T.I. and Boozy are on your side, you wrong, bro.
I saw that.
I had to like that shit. I did that shit about bookmark just in case.
All jokes aside, I really do agree with most of the shit Boozy be saying.
I do fucking Boozy. I do fucking Boozy.
I don't even listen to
Wait,
that nigga.
I don't know what they be saying.
Boozy be saying some out of pocket shit, but it be real.
I used to
shit.
watch his shit when he was, Instagram live.
Yeah, nah, that's-
He used to have
I ain't
bitches
never-
on Instagram live.
he said, "Put your pussy lips on Instagram." Live."
Oh,
That
that's
was
the
a
only thing I
funny-
knew about that
That's
nigga,
that's
bro.
what I'm saying. I just know it.
That's it for me.
I'm not really into music like that, down south type shit.
I never
That's
heard
what
a
I'm
Boozy
saying.
song.
It's more so
Yeah,
down
bro.
south. I'm not really into that culture.
Big ass rims.
That's funny as hell, though.
Yeah. That's my simple thing.
All right, so the next topic that Hasani wanted to talk about, he came to us personally. Should parents hit their children, basically as a form of punishment? Is that a valid form of discipline? Let's talk about it. Hasani, you go first since you brought it up.
Before we all talk about that, have you all been hit by a parent?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, good question.
Honestly, probably not as much as y'all, maybe.
Really?
I
Like,
wasn't-
okay, so-
like, you know what my mother
Nigga,
really
Angel, bro.
did? Like, no, my parents in general, like, they use more of a fear tactic. Like, they just get a belt. It's not like I was still scared, but like, it was more of a psychological thing. And it wasn't, I feel like I'd rather take that than a physical pain. Cause that could really affect you.
What I gotta say, like, I wasn't being, like,
You
cause
rather
I,
take physical?
I was a good kid, so like I didn't really get hit much, but I did have some like some major fuck ups. And like I told, because me and Mo was talking about this in the car, I was basically saying like I think back to those times and shit like that, and like first of all, I was never even like the threat of an ass whooping didn't like scare me or whatever. I don't know, like that just wasn't the consequences that I was ready to like. I was ready to face that. What really like changed my mind about what I did was like the talk afterwards, because like you get your ass beaten, and then your parents would calm down a little bit because they mad at you. Once they calm down, they come back and they talk to you, and it's the talking part. But I'm saying like you could have just skipped.
That's what I was just about to say. Do you still think that whole process was
Fuck
necessary?
no, that shit was extra as hell. Like literally, like you said, it's a fear tactic. But me, built different. Wasn't scared.
What you do?
No, I'm glad you said that, because that's just what I'm about to say.
I took the ass whoopers on the chin, but
That's just what I'm about to say, bro. Because like, basically, short answer to the question, no, I don't think parents should hit their kids. And the reason is, like Cameron just said, like basically not same situation obviously, but pretty similar situation. I will fuck up. I got whooped. After my parents will calm down, like 30 minutes later, they come in, talk to me, tell me why what I did was wrong.
mm-hmm.
I feel like we could just skip the whole whooping part. Like,
Yeah.
cause like when you get whooped, you're not thinking like, oh, okay, I did something wrong. I'm getting punished for it. You're thinking, I hate it here. Like I'm getting hit. That's not cool.
Like no, that's just, like, bro. Even now, like the late teen version of ass whooping is having your parents yell at you for some bullshit.
Facts.
Like that shit don't make you want to do better. It just make you want to like, yo, I can't wait to move out this shit.
Yep.
Like,
Sometimes I feel like parents don't actually talk to their children
Word.
yeah.
and actually try to have a discussion.
What parents gotta understand is
Never
like
had one.
kids are humans. Like
Word.
kids are little humans. Only difference is they don't have the same personality and the same experience that you have.
Mhm.
So if they did something wrong, it's your job as a parent to let them know that they did something wrong. And hitting them is not gonna do that. Like you gotta talk to them and make them understand.
So I already know the answer. You hard no on it, but what about repeat offenses?
I feel like, okay, so you mean like if someone does something wrong, you talk to them and then they keep doing it?
Yeah.
I feel like at that point, like there's either like no. So I feel like there's either like I'm like no disrespect. There's either something mentally wrong with the kid, like maybe like some sort of like mental like disability, no disrespect, or like whatever you said the first time just wasn't sticking with them. Like they don't understand like from the talk you had. So like definitely like a lot of people don't have like two parents in their lives, but if you do have two parents in your lives, definitely get like both perspectives. So that might definitely help.
They don't gotta,
Or like
they don't gotta be mentally. It's just, they want to do whatever they want to do.
yeah.
Nah, some niggas really not up there in the head.
I mean,
You mean like parents?
No, he's talking about the
Ooh, that's
children.
strong though.
Oh, yeah. Nah, like no funny shit too. Like I said this to Mo. I was like, part of it too is on the parent side. Like,
our grandparents. Like,
Bro,
Yeah, maybe
kids-
that's how they raised
our
them.
grandparents raised our parents.
like when you have a kid, it's like we talked about this before about being financially prepared. my nigga, you gotta be mentally prepared too.
Facts.
Yeah.
And it's
Facts.
like, it's sad that a 19-year-old has to say this to some adults, but like, bro, if your head not straight, your kid head not gonna be straight, and that's principle. I know for a fact that if an adult with a kid that beats their kids was watching this, they probably sit there and just be like, oh, well, y'all young, y'all don't understand. You'll understand when you have a kid. It's not rocket science, bro. Like, that shit don't work 99.9% of the time. And it's like, I have little brothers and I have like nieces and nephews who I have to watch sometimes, and they do bad shit too. I don't fucking hit them. Like, it's like, they don't get hit and they turn out just fine.
Like, another thing too is like, if you hit your kid and like they do get the message, like, okay, what I did was wrong, they won't know why though. So now instead of actually correcting their behavior, they're just gonna be like, all right, well, I'm gonna keep doing this, but I'm gonna make sure my mom doesn't find out.
Yeah, it's about not getting caught.
Yeah.
And that's what a lot of my life was about as a kid. And that's why I'm like, ask my mom, bro, I was a sneaky ass nigga. I was a thief and shit. Oh, because whenever I was about to do something bad, my thought process was, how can I get away with it? Not and when I'm doing this bad.
Yeah, me too.
Like, I'm just thinking about how to get away with it. If I spent the amount of time thinking about the ethics and morals of doing something bad than I did about thinking about how to get away with it, I would have been way better as a kid. And luckily, you know what I'm saying, it was like petty shit. But thinking to like other situations where a kid might go down spiraling, you know what I'm saying, that thought process will get somebody fucked up.
It's okay. You have like,
Say yes, go ahead. Lie.
I mean, of course, I'm not a bad person.
Yeah.
But like, even it's funny that you asked that because it's a situation that's going on right now that I won't touch on. But yeah, nah, for sure. But that didn't come from ass whoopings. I'm not thinking about getting my ass beat when I'm thinking about stealing something. Like, that's not, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not a good form of discipline, bro. It's just not gonna work.
It's crazy because the psychologists and like therapists, they agree with this and be like, there's really no benefit in doing that, and it's really just hurting the child. And like you said, it can really screw with your morality scale, like how you view the world and shit like that. And like how you view right from wrong.
I used to get hit with combos, bro.
Yeah, no,
Oh God, bro.
Talk about your
I used to get hit with
experiences,
combos, bro. I ain't gonna lie. When I was in school, I was like one of the biggest cappers. Like I would cap to everybody. Like, but it was not like small shit like homework. Like my mom be like, "You do your homework." Hell no. I'll say yeah, but I ain't do it. I'm on the game. Like I never did homework. I remember this one time, I didn't do homework for like 2 weeks straight, and my math teacher, like, and she walked up and told me. So my initial reaction, I knew I didn't do the homework, but I was like, yeah, somebody died in my family.
Come on.
It was the biggest cap. So I walk it back home, and my mom was like, I see my mom on the phone, and my teacher saying condolences to my mother. My mom like, who the hell died? My mom and my dad like, who the hell died? And she was like, Moses said somebody died while he had completed homework. Bruh, I took a shower. As I was in the shower, got caught with a wire. Boom.
Damn.
What the?
I was straight.
That's bad.
Bruh, I was just taking
This is what I'm
There wasn't
talking
time.
about because it's not even
He
like.
caught me lacking with a wire. I was butt naked, sick.
I'd have been in the room all night.
Yeah,
I'm locking the door too.
But the
I'm
crazy
locking-
shit-
coming out till dinner.
But the
time.
crazy shit was, I never cried off a beating. I really never.
I used to,
But I never
I
learned
try
from
to
that shit. I
hold it
was
in, make it seem like
I was still capping. I was
like
still
hard.
I was still doing the reckless shit. Like I would always cap. I feel like that's what I changed from now. Yeah, back in the days I used to cap all the time. Like just to get away from shit, from not doing shit.
So the change you did now, like you said, you think that's more of an individual thing, not because of your parents, right?
Yeah. I feel like I learned more on myself.
Yeah.
Than with, 'cause
Exactly. Yeah.
they would hit me and they wouldn't even like talk. Like I remember they would hit me once. Like one time they hit me, they would talk to me like one time.
Mhm.
Yeah. They wouldn't do shit.
I want to know in the comments, bro. If your parents never hit you and shit, how did you turn out? How did you learn? How, like, let us know. I know it's a small percentage out there because unfortunately it's very common. But like, if you didn't get your ass whooped, if you just had talks, bro, let us know how life turned out for you. I love to hear it. I really do.
Yeah, I was sleeping in this park. Slept in this
I'm
park
just
for
saying, like, because I'm the oldest, and for a while I didn't have a father figure in my life. So when I fucked up, my mom hit me, but then she talked to me afterwards.
Mhm.
My sister, I had a stepdad now, so like my sister got hit, but not nearly as much. And my little brother never been hit. And I think personally, we're all good kids. Like, but that's also because my mom talked to all of us.
Another thing I had to point out, this is actually a fact. Like as parents grow, because we can't like put all the pressure on us too. Like the parents got their own problems as well.
Right.
So they learn as they go too. So like when they older kid, like with my older brother, I feel like he had it worse than all of us. If y'all get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Cause and then my other older sister, and I feel like Chloe, she don't got none of that harm because we like. It's like we walked so she could run.
It's
I
crazy.
swear.
That's how like my two older sisters look at my situation sometimes. They be like, I be getting away with certain shit, but I'm like, I actually think my parents probably got better, like at just parenting, and I'm sad that they had to went through like the harsh, the times before they became like really good parents, I guess. But like, I guess it happens with like as more time goes on, just how to treat your kids. And like what works and what doesn't.
And I'm not talking.
And they still worked out good. Like my older sisters.
And we're not talking shit about our parents.
Yeah,
I genuinely love my parents.
Look at us
but
right
they
now.
could. I feel like they could have did better.
I just think like my parents did a really good job in raising me because they didn't really teach me that. Like through violence and shit that I'ma learn. So I think
I can't believe it.
I know, bro. I'm sorry. Yeah, I love my parents though.
I'd hope that goes for all of us.
Word. And I just hope, like, when we have our children of our own, hopefully, like, we teach them how to live and, like, what's good, what's right. I mean, what's good.
For sure. You don't gotta worry about that, nigga.
Be better than your parents.
Exactly. That's the dream.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You gotta be better than the last generation.
One of my life goals is to be the best dad ever, bro.
Yes.
Hell yeah, bro.
Oh,
Family man.
yeah.
That's really all that
Okay,
matters.
SUV
Though.
and
It
shit.
really is.
All to the side.
At the end of the day, at the core of it.
Alright, next topic. What we talking about?
Generation.
Oh yeah, the softness.
Who wanna reel us in on that?
Niggas trying to
I feel like that's a weird topic.
It is a weird topic, but
Don't talk about it.
What's it
We could come up with something.
I mean, I seem pretty passionate off
I think
camera.
we'll
Yeah.
So what?
I say,
Shit, look at the
they say
topics.
this. They say it's a weird topic. I seem pretty passionate off camera. Let's hear it.
It was a 2v2, bro.
It's gonna be me and Jadel versus.
Right, like,
Facts.
The topic is this generation too soft? Now, when I say this generation, I shouldn't really use this generation because most of the motherfuckers that be too soft be older motherfuckers too. So I'm not just gonna say Gen Z, but like when I say this generation, I mean like everybody that's alive right now.
This society, like this
Yeah, this
society.
society is one thing. This motherfucker's too soft right now.
I feel bad for comedians.
I know.
I don't feel bad for them niggas.
They
I can go
fine.
first.
They know how to adapt.
Yeah.
Wait, what you say, Donald?
It's
Oh, my bad.
society too soft.
Oh, yeah, nah. I just wanted to ask, like, all right, give me an example of someone being too soft.
Being too soft.
Because like, you gotta understand, like, a whole lot of generalization. We gotta be specific about what we're talking about. So, what even ticked you off? Like, what made you want to write this?
Nah, I wrote it because motherfuckers be too soft. Like, you see it.
You kind of see it everywhere. I don't know a general example because I can't think of one, but like you can see it everywhere through comment sections. Like people just mad at just.
But if it's everywhere, you gotta have an example.
Let me go look for one.
Look, motherfuckers in the meantime, motherfuckers like it's one thing to understand some shit and be like, alright, that's that. I understand it. It's still fucked up, but that's just how shit is. But motherfuckers really be like complaining about shit that can't be fixed. And then the one thing I hate is niggas complain about shit and then don't try to fix it. Like they just complain. That's like the same thing with like in the black culture and black movement and shit right now. It's like motherfuckers will complain on social media about something, like killing or any of that, but they won't fix it. Like they won't go out and march. Like they might do that, but that shit don't last. Nothing lasts. So it's like, what are you complaining for? It's pointless.
You think that's being sold?
No, it won't be so. I think we talked about this in one of the last podcasts. It won't be solved until like we have a leader, like the Sean King podcast. Like we don't really have a leader right now.
So okay, all right. So you basically just saying there's a bunch of niggas being pissy and doing nothing about it. Basically, you think that's sold?
You said what?
You think that's sold?
No, I said it's not so.
Okay.
It's not gonna be
So
sold.
what do you think is sold? Man?
It doesn't solve anything.
No, I said soft.
Soft.
Yeah, you
Oh,
said
soft,
the word.
soft.
You,
You said the word.
You think people being pissy about shit, not doing anything about it? You think that's soft?
Yeah, that's soft. Because
I don't think,
if you're gonna sit here and bitch and moan about something and not fix it, like,
Bro.
if I fucking throw trash on the ground and some motherfucker walk past and be like, "Oh, you polluting," and we have a whole argument, the shit can simply be fucking solved by him picking it up and throwing it in the trash. You can still talk shit to me,
bro,
but throw it in the trash and you're gonna talk shit about it.
most of the larger issues you talking about solving, like sexism, racism, what else?
It'll never be solved.
Nah, just like climate change, shit like that. Bro, it's above our control. So you talking about like solve it, nigga? Some of these shit got to do with just like it's too big for who we are just as individuals, bro.
If slavery
So
was
who-
above our control, what happened? Niggas
Nick-
Wait,
Yeah,
hold on. Hold
They-
on. I'm coming in here. I'm coming in hot. Whose obligation is it then?
So what?
Whose obligation is it then? I'm asking wrong.
What to solve?
Because you said it's out of our control, so who?
I'm talking about as an individual. He's just saying on an individual spectrum. Like he just you're not talking about collective.
But no, but
That's the
we-
point. Like
Are
yeah,
you
that's
talking
the,
about individual or are you
He's
talking about
talking about
collective? No, I'm
individual.
asking
If
him.
everybody is complaining and doing some shit about the same thing, it becomes a fucking group effort.
You
You're not
think-
doing
yeah,
that shit by yourself.
You think it's
what?
it's a
collective
lot of fucking
complaining?
groups and organizations that fight shit though. So that's not soft. It's a whole. What you mean? Bro, it doesn't end in one generation. Nigga, this shit been built. All of the problems that niggas be talking about right now, nigga, this shit is generationally built. This shit is founded in the country.
Forever though.
The point is, it's not going to end just by us complaining. Yeah, you're right.
You know how
But it's
keep
more.
those-
It's way more work
You know
to
how
be
they
done.
keep. You know how.
Yeah.
So
keep
us
it-
complaining is a start.
It's not gonna
You know
be
how you keep like donating to the homeless. Homeless is always gonna be everything. Like that's how you like. That's what you're trying to say.
I'm saying even in homeless thing, us donating, right? Yeah, it's gonna help maybe like a couple homeless people. The big problem with homelessness is the government, like how they provide like spaces and shit, spaces and housing. That's why I say a lot of that shit is we need more of a collective effort. So yeah, I get what you mean, but that don't mean it's solved.
And also, like,
the collective effort in that would be us picking better government officials. It would be us voting them in.
but then how do you know what's really good? Because motherfuckers be
Well,
lying.
most politicians aren't going to make do on their promises,
Motherfuckers do be
bro.
lying, but motherfuckers just keep electing them to serve.
I get you.
more terms
I
and
think,
shit.
yeah, I would agree with you. And like, more people should care about local politics,
Okay, so-
and that's one thing. I don't really look at Newark shit sometimes. 'Cause I be like, sometimes
You know,
I be like, we doomed. Newark is fucking.
Alright,
I'm sorry. It be like,
but no,
Yeah.
because
I feel
here's the
bad.
thing. Here's another thing I'm gonna add on just a little bit. Like I try, yo.
Mhm.
Like I try to look into local politics. That shit hard.
Right.
That shit hard. There's districts. There's
And you know one
mayors.
thing,
Like it's like because
Councilman?
There's so many levels.
everyone knows the three branches of government, shit like that. You know, there's three branches on the state and city level, my nigga.
mhm.
So it cripples down, bro. Like
And one thing I like to make
you got
clear,
city judges, shit like that. Like it's hard to get into it, but I encourage, like, with the amount of people that's like trying to do stuff. The problem here, and this is going to tie into what John L said. The reason why things look like they aren't moving forward, and why people are just complaining, and why Rome said it's out of their control, is because I think people are biting off more than they can chew. And in order to take little bites, it's going to take a little bit more effort.
yeah.
So I understand what John L is saying. Like niggas are just, you know, they're looking at the moon and they haven't even discovered all the Earth yet. Basically, what I'm trying to say.
And I do get what he's saying too, because like I think it was last podcast when I said one of my pet peeves is fake activism, and that
Yeah.
does got to do with what you saying. Is like some people get mad at shit they don't really care about, and I hate that shit. It's like you are like you just saying it. I see that shit on Twitter all the time, bro. You say the shit for likes. You say that shit for intention. You don't really care. But what you was talking about with like local politics and shit like that. One thing I realized in the last few months, bro, like getting into politics and really looking at like how the society is based on and shit like that. That shit is difficult. Plus, it's really depressing, son. Like you just, it's just so much shit. Like a lot of niggas gotta
That's
learn,
another thing that
and it's
stops
like
people.
sometimes I gotta distance myself from it. Sometimes like
Exactly. An example
it's
of
too much for
someone-
me. Sometimes like I be like, God,
Like,
is it-
no offense, but I'm just saying, like, that's an example of
Mhm.
someone not doing something. Because you look at this shit and you like, damn, I don't want no part of this. But I'm still mad about it.
yeah, it's just sometimes like for me personally, that has to do with me with cops. Sometimes like, yo, it's so many cops interactions with like black people I hate each week. Like if I keep looking for it, I'ma just
Get
fuck it.
mad.
I just want to. I'm just get mad at the world, bro. But it's like, fuck.
I kid you not. Me and my boy James, we caught 2 cops smoking the blunt the other day. I swear this shit.
High on the job.
That shit was hilarious.
And it had you like,
it wasn't in their cop car. It was in their uniform though. It was in another car, but in their uniform.
Right, it's like just shit like that. You just see it on a daily basis, and you're like, damn, that's a lot to take in.
I also feel like going back to what John L said about like people need to like if you're gonna be upset about something, do something about it. It's also like you could do something about it, but what you do don't do as much as you think. So like for example, he mentioned the whole if I litter and someone gets mad about it, then they should just pick it up and then keep talking to me. But the thing is, like they could do that and that would help. But then what happens when they leave and you litter again? Because then nothing changed. Like you still have the same mindset.
I think not good.
That spot
Let me know
is
when
just clean. It's clean though.
Yeah, but I'm just saying like Jerome said, it's
a cycle though. It's a cycle. It's just gonna keep continuing.
It's gonna be a cycle, and it's like if you're gonna help, one of the best ways to help is to get other people on the same side as you.
Yeah.
Like if we all realize like there's a problem,
There's
and
too
if we
much
band
people
together,
in this world to solve that problem.
yeah, agreed. Yeah, like I'm not saying it's gonna be a problem that's gonna be solved. I'm just
There's
saying
no,
like
first of all, I feel like all the biggest world problems can't ever be solved. It's true. I feel,
but
you know what it really is.
Let's be
for me,
honest.
too?
I think like we all know racism will never be solved.
Yeah,
There's always gonna be
Exactly.
at least one racist person.
Of course.
And no real problem in this world is gonna be solved.
that don't mean we can't work towards it though.
Don't
okay, wait, hold on. John L, let me know if I'm speaking for you. I think what he's trying to say, where his problem resides, is like people getting mad and not making the effort. It's not about the what happened, the outcome. Like at least try. But that's what you're trying to say.
I'm not really trying to say that because I don't have a problem with it. Because if I had a problem, I would be a hypocrite. Because you're not doing it. And the reason, and like, I was gonna say that though, was like I'm not gonna be a hypocrite because like I could like all the problems like you said no, I could fucking try to be like a elected official and shit, but I know that's not where I want to be. You gotta walk the narrow road. You don't make the money that you want to make, so I don't want to do that. That's why I can't talk shit about it. But I just like that was just the topic.
Okay, let's.
It's still fuck the government.
Take somebody like you, right? Who doesn't want to get into that shit. Do they have the right to complain?
We got the right to do it.
Respectfully, but like, do you
think
cool
that
with
person should be called soft for that though, for complaining? But like,
Right.
Like they don't want to do that.
yeah, but like they got a different career path. But he just, I don't know.
No, I feel like like if I'm
think that's
fucking, for example, if I'm a fucking artist and I'm complaining about fucking the what?
The right hand.
Nah, not the
No problem. Like
But
real
fucking
like
problem.
homelessness, like you was talking about.
like homelessness. Okay. But I don't fucking donate to the homeless. I don't fucking do what I need to do. Like that's fucked up. I wouldn't be that type of person. Like if I fucking grow up and do what I want to do, I'm gonna make time to fucking help my community. That's always what I want to do. Though.
You don't know how to play baseball? Anyways.
yo, come
So,
on, bro.
I could respect that.
I could respect it, but it's just in the same breath, I still do care about just people talking about it.
Like a lot of Americans say that the rich can fix a lot of problems.
Yeah.
But I don't agree.
You don't agree with that,
Hell
nigga?
no.
That's
You
where,
think
You know how much $1 billion is? This is $1 billion.
Do you think
bro.
Jeff Bezos can fix this whole world?
you can't even come
No,
to
not the
it.
whole
can't
world.
fix
I
it.
mean,
He can't- let's say-
I'm coming in hot.
Alright, go ahead.
come
Go
in
ahead.
hot.
Jerome, look at somebody with $1 billion too.
But they can really contribute to a lot of problems, especially
It's gonna be 1% that one problem.
Let him finish.
it's not 1%.
Let him finish.
Especially problems just
Keep
in the
going,
U.S.,
go on.
just the domain we live at right now. Yeah, we can look at more globally afterwards, but we should
Just
care
remember,
for now at least.
If Bezos wanted to fucking
For now at least, yeah. Because, bro, I think he's one of the richest people ever. I think like he's on the top 3, like for the richest people ever. I'm not talking about
He
now.
is the richest man.
I think he is probably.
He's
Yeah,
like, man, he's not the richest man. Like, organization.
yeah, I'm just saying. As one, that's a
Richest
problem
single
though.
man, the richest
One
individual.
One individual holding all that money, and you tell me he can't do nothing to
Okay.
help. I
Jeff-
mean, no, not do nothing like you said. You said just he's not going to fix it.
Listen, just put an example. If
One man can't fix it.
But that's not the point.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying.
I like one
He put hella good
that
money.
he
direction.
going,
I think that's what
other
Mo tried
players-
to say though. Like, not that he doesn't have the application to, or that he shouldn't, just that he can't.
it's always gonna be shit talking.
That's true.
It's always gonna be shit
I think that
But I see what you mean though. Definitely. If I was in that position, I'll be a lot more charitable. I don't know what he's doing though for the shit. You know, maybe if I look up something, he'll prove me wrong in some area.
You know what they be doing though?
You never
It's
know.
Steve Jobs. No, Bill Gates. Bill Gates be doing that shit.
Nigga is
He could.
fucking menace.
What he do? He be contributing to shit, but the organizations and shit that he contribute to, or just the shit that he funds, is either he profits or it doesn't really go nowhere. Because
Or
it's like
get
a
tax.
word.
He
It's
does
like
not.
a vague.
They definitely do it for the
He-
tax. They do it
he-
for tax evasion.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's I fuck with it.
Bill Gates is hard.
It's just like a surface level though. I get what you're saying though, but I don't know. I think these niggas could do more, bro. Considering how much they got.
For a nigga,
Bruh. Consider how much they got.
Ass, for a nigga that work for Amazon.
You know,
Word.
like,
He is slavey out, but like,
But
but look at this. Look at this. He's slavey out. He gave y'all an extra day off. No job. Hold on. Here the
We
points
fighting for
first.
rations.
Hit the points first. He gave y'all an extra day off. No real job has 3 days off.
It is minimum wage.
It's not.
It's the new minimum wage, bro.
Bruh.
But it is
It's
something.
not.
It is an idea that it is a new minimum wage,
making-
kind of,
you
because
making-
everything is increasing.
You making 800, probably a grand a week with
No, the
Amazon.
fuck
What?
not.
Overtime.
No,
Paul.
you're
We talking
not.
about overtime, maybe.
You
But
get
that's
paid.
but it's I'm just telling you that it's a reason why these Amazon, especially in these other factories, and these other hard labor jobs, and like you said, minimum wage job. Why are these jobs always open? Nigga, if
No
these
real-
shits is so
exactly.
good for you. Nigga,
No
every-
real man will be ever satisfied. That's the problem with
It's not
it.
even
It's
about
not-
true.
it's
But
not
I'm
even
just
about
saying
being
that you
satisfied.
can't.
You can never be satisfied. I feel like I'm putting my perspective in Jeff Bezos'
Mhm.
shoes. He gave millions of people jobs, millions. Amazon is every fucking way. Every
is
fucking
everywhere.
way.
But without
And it's
jobs,
the-
you wouldn't have money.
There's Amazon Flex, there's Amazon Books.
You don't think that's a
this
problem
nigga-
though?
this
How
nigga-
much shit
he made
he
so many.
controls?
Yeah, he's a monopoly.
Yeah, and that's not bugging you though.
No,
I don't know why.
Here's the
You
thing.
said
First
it
off,
out your
he don't
mouth.
He
even
Nah,
own
that's-
Amazon no more.
Yeah, he
just
said
fucking-
he still
he
he's
owns
still
it.
considered.
He's just not the voice of Amazon.
Yeah.
But
I feel like Jeff Bezos, like he can't my bad. Jeff Bezos, my bad. Jeff Bezos. I feel like Jeff Bezos, obviously he can't fix every problem in the world.
Yeah.
No one's saying that. But he has so much money, like he could help some of them. And I feel like, you know,
That's a lot.
that's the
No,
problem.
he can help-
That's the problem. If he helps the whole city in New Jersey, Texas gonna be mad as hell.
Sure.
They're gonna be like, why Jeff Bezos ain't help us? You can't help everyone,
Then
bro.
fucking-
No one's
a
asking him to,
fucking-
though.
A fucking millionaire or billionaire from fucking Texas can help them.
Bro,
Like
and you gotta act like,
Millionaires
Nah.
and billionaires,
yo,
bro.
he gets the money off people like us though. I'm not even saying the consumers, the workers like Donnell and shit like that.
That's what people be
It's like you can't
they
give
be
back,
like, they be
basically?
like, they be like, fuck
can't redistribute.
fuck Jake Bezos on Twitter, but then go on Amazon, order a
Nigga,
tripod. Suck my dick.
What?
Suck my dick, bro.
Nigga,
because they own everything, like you said.
Wow.
You own everything. Yo, if I
Can't do
go on
nothing
some,
about it.
if you on the internet right now,
Yes, you can, bro.
Bezos own a part of the internet, bro. You can't get away from it, bro. They can, nigga. Everything is
How
good.
big he is.
Hold on though, because
Yeah, you can't.
I see you saying that, but you just said before that you don't mind that Jeff Bezos has a monopoly. So you got to pick and choose. Like if he has a monopoly,
Yeah,
he's
I'm a-
gonna get benefited.
Exactly. I'm gonna keep feeding him money everywhere I
You
go.
can't get mad at him.
I'm not mad. I'm defending Jeff Bezos.
Why?
I'm defending Jeff Bezos. If I need something, I'm gonna go to Amazon. That's it.
Gotta go to Amazon.
And that you don't have to.
Gotta go to Amazon.
Don't.
If you want
If
good,
it's not Amazon,
if you want good quality at a fast rate, you have to go to Amazon.
if it's not Amazon, it's another fucking billionaire you gotta go
He
to.
solved.
Exactly.
He
That's the
solved.
problem.
He solved the problem. He solved the major problem of the world. And he made.
problem?
He made an internet store.
Nigga, that's a first world
That's a
problem.
major problem to you.
That's a first world. Like if you don't care about anything else,
He made something.
that's a problem.
He made something so beneficial for everyone. That's all
off the
he did.
backs of
That's all he
workers, and
did.
they don't.
That's all he did because this is not his product. Amazon didn't make that.
I know. They
Amazon is just the
distribution.
middleman.
It's just a
Exactly.
distribution.
So y'all shouldn't be. All he did was make a middleman system. That's
The
all
problem
he did.
is the people.
that makes more than the
You acting like he is the middleman himself. Like he's the one putting the fucking boxes. No, nigga, it's not like him.
Bro,
He's not
It's-
actually doing the shit.
My
It's
nigga.
intellectual shit.
he was at one point. All
Right?
right.
He was not. He was never.
Oh my God!
He's standing up now. Here we go.
Now I'm mad, bro. This nigga, this
That nigga don't manage.
This
That nigga
motherfucker-
see papers, bro. That nigga just look at the lines.
This motherfucker out of here, bro.
Yes.
This motherfucker was in. This motherfucker was in his basement doing this shit by himself. At one point, obviously he grew and and got this motherfucker to work for him.
But that don't mean that he can't
Not
help
at a
out.
good rate though.
It came out as successful.
Like, okay,
No,
like
I'm
he's-
talking about considering like how much it costs to live and shit. Not at a good rate he paying this nigga, or just the other people like him.
You think they should be paid more?
Yeah. Considering like where we at in society where everything is fucking raising and shit.
You think he can afford to pay more?
Everything.
Yes.
I
Hell
feel
yes.
like
Sure
everything.
about that.
It's not about.
Most billionaires can.
And it's not about the pay either. It's about the value. It's about the value of the dollar and inflation.
Okay, wait, hold on, because I heard an argument about him raising the amount that he pays people. They were saying that like a higher minimum wage. They were saying that a higher minimum wage attracts more people, and that just adds on to the monopoly. Because someone without a job is just gonna be like, oh yeah, Bezos paying $20 an hour. Let me go to him. He bringing in more people. How you feel about that?
The more money.
You think they just better off taking that 20, or
No,
should
I
he-
think they competitors will also raise how much they pay these workers. That's what I think.
This
That's
is
how
the
I
thing,
feel.
this is the thing though. The more money you get, the more packages come in, the more fucking work you do. You don't, like,
Who
yeah.
competes with Amazon?
They said.
Walmart. It's just shipping. No, eBay.
Nah, Jeff Bezos do got hella money.
He
though.
winning there.
Look at that.
He get
Let me see
paid.
that.
He get paid like an average 140 every day.
Yeah, no, that nigga is rolling in it, bro.
Okay.
He is rolling in it, and I understand why people say these things. But it's a tricky topic, like I said before. Like,
That's not how.
if he makes the working, I'm not saying that the working conditions right now. I don't even know too much about it, but I heard.
Well, I'm
haven't-
not no economics major.
Yeah,
but I'm just saying.
shit. I'm just saying, like, based off what I heard from other
Mhm.
people, no one has said a good thing about working at Amazon. And there are other people who's like, if he includes the working conditions, if he includes the pay, that just adds on to the monopoly. Both are true. It's a tricky
Yeah.
subject. And I'm just talking like the quality of the regular people. Whatever the fuck that nigga do with his money, I'm not even gonna argue that. I'm done praying for niggas to come save
Well,
me. Just Bezos. I gave up on it.
But these
I
rich,
got no
but these rich niggas like they be putting updates on their lives and shit. I don't care what these niggas do. They live in a bubble. You know that? I forgot like a couple weeks ago and shit. Nigga bought a yacht that cost like hella bread. I don't care. Why am I seeing this on my timeline? Like I don't care what like
Just
obviously,
space for a couple seconds.
Shit like that make you delete Twitter, bro.
like obviously he doesn't care about regular people, bro. Why should he care?
It's gonna be a them at the back. It is.
How we go from is this generation talk to Jeff Bezos? What happened?
So that nigga Jeff Bezos.
Wait, it was
Because we look,
Exactly what I'm saying.
All thing I gotta say
Oh,
is
shit,
fuck Bezos,
God.
but-
that's how
we've been making a whole billionaire
Get here, bro.
subtopic.
That's how it goes sometimes, bro. Like,
I didn't even notice, bro.
Nah, on these topics, I've been real like wishy-washy because no one say some shit and I'll be like, fuck, can't be hypocrite. So I gotta feed into what he said.
I'm always defending people. I
Why
swear.
though? They do not care about us, bro.
They don't. But if you, I feel like if you understand and everything they do makes sense.
I feel like-
for a reason.
I feel
Oh, it
like
makes
that-
sense money wise.
Yeah, no. I feel like Mo
Hey.
just respect the grind. I feel like he's not communicating that. Am
Most-
I
most of
wrong?
the rich-
Yeah, let
most
me
of
know
the-
right now.
Most of these rich niggas is
Huh?
no
Let me know
grind.
right now. You just respect the grind,
I do respect the grind.
and that's where it ends, right?
That's what I'm saying. It's just I feel
But I
like
think like even in your perspective, I think once you add ethics and maybe morals, then you be like, alright,
Yeah.
maybe these niggas are more fucked up than I think they are.
Like
Maybe.
he definitely
Maybe.
You don't think? All right,
Like, maybe you
hold on.
don't
I'm gonna,
consider-
if I have
Hold on,
not
hold
heard,
on.
I have not heard
I'm
not one
coming in
bad
hot.
story about it.
Coming in hot.
About one of my favorite billionaires.
coming in hot. Coming
You
in
say
hot.
you can heard one bad story?
I have a couple favorite
Come on,
billionaires of
no.
mine.
I guess I'm not.
Go ahead, my bad.
I got a question. This is gonna promote. This is gonna answer a lot of niggas' questions. Do you think profiting off of other people's suffering is that a good thing?
I feel like in the world we
You
ain't.
would hate a lot of billionaires
But if y'all show me
in that regard.
no, yeah, that's what I'm saying. But who like let's put Jeff Bezos back in. Who is he like? Who's he like?
Jeff Bezos really don't count though. He just
Like,
like
I'm fucking up my words. Like you said, like they
how
feed
is
it
he
off-
suffering?
Yeah,
Like,
like
how
how
is
is
he
he making people suffer?
It's mainly due to unions, bro.
Yeah.
Like
He's
unions
not
were
making.
unions were
Not
originally
right now,
made.
but like
Literally at the time
if
of
no
Corona-
Bezos, no Amazon.
Look,
literally
all
at the time. Listen. Correct me if I'm wrong. most people were struggling to find a job, right? Most people, like during COVID, Jeff Bezos opened up so many fucking Amazon factories and so many people got fucking jobs now.
That was for him though.
Yeah, okay.
But-
All right, yeah,
but
no.
You know, it's both beneficial. But if you don't,
just put his life at risk. Put his life at risk to work and move boxes.
nigga,
Bro,
if
it's
you
a
don't,
reason.
if
It's
you
a
don't-
reason
if you
why he
don't
got
work, you-
richer during that COVID situation, bro.
But listen to me.
but he
Bro,
helped,
bro.
he helped
This right
himself
side don't
and other people.
Oh god.
This
He
right
helped-
side don't.
I think I
He
know
helped
what you
himself and other people.
Yeah.
People.
It's
talking
good
about
and bad to it.
like. That's
Like-
the ideal version of
Yeah.
capitalism. It's like it's a trade off. It's an equal trade off. I get a job, you make more money.
Everything's always
But
about
Jeff Bezos is at like.
But the
fucking
trade off
end of
is
the
too
list right now.
unequal though. That's what I'm
Do you
thinking.
do you think that is an equal trade off right now?
How the fuck yeah? Because obviously he can't give not once. Like all right, he gave like I'm going back to it. He can't make some like everyone. You know how much paying he has like 8 million workers. If he pays them all at $25 an hour, then
But nobody asked for that much.
all right, but then minimum wage is too little.
Yeah.
And
What
then
are
raise
people
it.
asking for? That's all I'm curious about. Anyone know?
I don't know.
Say
I
it
don't think I got an exact number.
What are people asking for? in
I don't know
terms of
exactly. No,
wages?
I
Minimum
think it
wage.
really
People
depends on
always
the
gonna
state,
want
man.
more pay.
Minimum wage moved up to basically 15 now.
Mhm.
Because Walmart pays 15 now. I can pay 15. So now they're saying
Amazon should get paid.
because right now, Amazon is fucking sex too. We're gonna speak about that. On their website, it would say something like, 18 an hour, and when you start, it's actually like 15 to 16.
When you get that check, it's a whole lot
And then
different.
they'd be like, possible sign-on bonus, but they'd be like up to. It's always it's tricks around it and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, for
But
sure.
overall, the
Loopholes,
story is they
loopholes.
want to be in the middle. But what I was trying to say is that Jeff Bezos, we talking about Bezos. Bezos is at the end of the fucking list. He's a decent billionaire. I'm not saying he's good. I'm not saying he's bad, but he's a decent billionaire. There's way more niggas in front of him that's terrible. He's at the end of the list right now.
Right.
Shouldn't
He,
talk
no
about
way.
you.
He's the richest billionaire and the decent. The
Yeah,
most
he's
decent.
he's
Nah,
the
no
most
way.
decent. You can't.
No way. You
but
can't
it's
argue both of them at the same time.
It's not really no fucking horror stories about the nigga. Really.
The problem is the
Or-
whole
or
idea
about
of his
Bill Gates.
franchise.
Or about
Hey,
Warren
It's
Buffett.
terrible stories about Bill Gates. That nigga's terrible.
At the end of the day, though, it's horrible story about all of them. Like they all got that much bread. Like
Decent.
they're not fucking saints. Like
Yeah, they're not saints, but at the list, it's between horrible and decent. Jeff Bezos would be damn
that's
near-
Amazon brainwashing
Honestly,
right
It's not.
Oh,
I
I'm
just
gonna be
said-
honest.
I just said-
there. Amazon brainwashing.
yo, he watched the video when you get.
Come on, see what I'm
talking
saying?
about?
They got first of all
You
they
know
gotta
what I'm
watch
talking about.
they gotta watch mandatory fucking
Nah,
videos.
I guess, look, when I think about it, maybe worse niggas than Bezos, you know, the niggas that go to foreign countries like China and they
And
pay
start-
them niggas
yeah,
like cents. They
That's
pay them
fucked up.
That's like they pay them
Yeah.
niggas like 40
Yeah,
cents.
You hear that?
That do sound crazy.
That's
in
yeah.
relation to someone
Like, that nigga-
who's providing a 15 an hour job.
so I guess,
Yeah.
but it's still bad over
I
here.
feel like
But-
It depends how the economy in that country is.
oh, jerk off.
It depends how much the
I got what
economy
you
is
say.
in
I
that
got what
country.
you say. But 40 cents, nigga, they gotta sleep at the factory too. What you gonna say about that?
I then bump it up to $1.
I just encourage all
As long
y'all-
as long as my work is satisfied and I'm
Oh,
satisfied.
they not
I
satisfied.
encourage all y'all to look at it rationally.
Look, I'm not a rich man, so I'm on the poor side with all y'all fucking.
Word,
you
so why
are defending
fighting?
them.
Why you fighting?
You defending
for
them, though.
Because I'm gonna be one of them, and it's
So you gonna hurt
literally-
niggas like us?
Nah.
That's
But
what-
Nah.
So wait,
Keep it 100.
all right, let's say you get there. What you gonna do?
You gonna be the first
first
ethical
of all,
billionaire?
I don't ever want to be a billionaire. I just want to be a regular man. I want to own homes and I want to
Word.
charge people rent. I want to charge people rent enough where I'm a millionaire.
That's valid.
You know what's another good sub topic? A lot of people hate landlords these
Landlords
days.
get bullshit.
So we can talk about that one
No,
day.
I'm a-
Landlord-
we can talk about-
landlords is bullshit.
I want to see it.
That's a good
Landlords-
topic. That's a good topic one day.
Nah,
A lot-
I fuck.
It is a bad.
I
It
feel
is
like-
a lot
I
of
feel like
bad
people-
landlords at least.
And
I
there's a
don't
lot
know.
of good,
Yeah.
but everything's
My father's
all,
a landlord.
But like you said, everything is political. Like being a landlord in this state
Mhm.
is fucking horrible. But being a landlord in Texas is you're fucking king.
Yeah, like you can charge them for.
Like if I
I ain't
say
know
for
about that.
say
Nah,
for
I feel like
all right, so say for
Being a
example,
landlord
Yeah,
Say
he
for
in real
example-
estate. Go
I feel
talk
like
say
shit.
for example,
you said it the opposite way. I feel like being a landlord here.
no,
It's
no,
more money.
no.
What?
It's the complete opposite.
How?
So say for
Like,
example,
what about
alright,
places
listen,
like New York? They get hella. You
York-
know how much they rent? Like,
They don't gotta
Wait,
do
wait,
shit.
yeah, so they gotta get more.
I think. Wait, do you mean like you said you think being a landlord like here in like New York is better?
no, being a landlord.
He's saying his words.
I'm gonna
Wow.
put it in two states, Texas and Jersey.
Okay.
We're in Jersey.
Right?
To be a landlord here is way harder to be a landlord.
Why?
But the outcome though.
No.
Well, listen. So, say for example, this is one good beneficial example. Say for example, you couldn't pay me rent this month, right? So you end up
In New
texting
Jersey, right?
in New Jersey. We're in New Jersey. You couldn't pay me rent.
Yeah.
In order for me to I need the rent to pay my mortgage. So I have to cough up the $1,600 that you owe, right? In Texas, I would take you to court, and you would and that would be paid for. In Jersey, you get 6 months without paying off rent because you need to look for another home to live in. Yeah. So Jersey, there's a law in Jersey that gives you 6 months in order to find another place, right? So you could live in my home 6 months free, and find another place. In Texas, you can only live 2 weeks.
So you think that's wrong? Living somewhere where like you're not charged?
That's what I'm saying. It's not ethical for him. It's not ethical for the landlord because if Cameron's not paying me for 6 months, bro, I gotta cough up $1,600 times 6. You know what that means?
The problem is for the
That's
most
almost
part.
10 grand.
That's for the most part. Yeah. From what I see on articles and shit like that, is that landlords they often overcharge they tenants. Like they can probably go a few months without getting they're gonna need the money. Obviously, they're gonna need the tenants' money. Yeah. But sometimes they do upcharge because they're like you said, there's a lot of factors to rent, depending on your environment, depending on how many people.
Let's say you a landlord, right? And there's potential of your tenant not paying you, and you're gonna have to cough up that amount of money. Yes. Do you think it's on your duty to like save that money as a landlord who's like, because obviously you making money.
I feel like you always have to plan ahead. You always need backup money.
So that's what. Do you think that law is okay if it's up to them to like have that backup cash?
No, because I shouldn't be having to use it.
But what's the law? The law is you wait to 6 months and you gotta pay all that money in 6 months, or just that 1 month.
You get a leap.
You just get like a free fucking 6 gap.
No, he's talking about the landlord. How much is the landlord?
No. I'm talking about the tenant. The tenant gets 6 months to pay that 1 month.
No, because look,
that's 6 months to pay 6 months.
Like I'm going back to Cameron ain't paying me for 6 months, right? In that process, obviously Cameron can't fucking pay me, so Cameron's gonna look for another home to live that's more affordable, right? Cameron's can't cough it up because Cameron needs to buy another fucking apartment. So I'm 6 months off. He just gets away with it for free. That's how so many people. Like, remember that story I told y'all? I was looking at that one house with that dude upstairs.
Yeah, perfect example.
Exactly, and Joe Biden also fucked it up. Fuck Biden. Alright, that was a wild time.
Nigga was uncalled
for.
You got a stray.
It is still fuck Biden, but Biden put fucking. But Biden gave a year COVID thing. So now, so that made a year and 6 months for Jersey.
No way you critiquing that one though.
Huh?
You critiquing that?
How the fuck? Nigga, who gives a fuck about the virus? The payment, your bills still need to get paid.
Oh, that's why niggas be talking about y'all landlords crazy. You Yo, he was just talking crazy. Everybody was laid off. And people are just getting. You don't know how much
bills still need to be paid. How mad would you be?
But at that point, bills just need. At that point, it's the fucking government's duty to just call us all bills.
Right,
everybody making money.
Word. Y'all looking at this wrong.
Everybody suffered.
Oh God, y'all looking at this wrong, bro. It's not about landlord tenant, bro. Like that's a government thing.
It's about the government. They got it.
Neither side.
They had to. Everybody suffered, bro. Everybody suffered.
Yeah, everybody suffered.
There was no way.
But who y'all think suffered more?
People with no jobs.
Definitely the nigga. Yeah.
Who still got to pay rent eventually. Yeah, it's a leave-over, but you still gonna have to pay after the months.
I guess I'm done talking.
Because in reality, even when that tenant moves out, it's always going to be a nigga in your home. Huh? When that tenant, like an example you were here, where he got to look for a new home, he looks for a new home. It's always going to be.
I get what you're saying.
A nigga that got to.
It's never going to be. It's never going to be an empty apartment.
It's never going to be a drought.
That's why I focus on real estate, because everyone needs a fucking roof under their head. It's like fucking medical. You always going to.
So in that case, if you believe that,
but
unethical shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, because
I'm saying it's gonna. In either situation, I'm a poor motherfucker right now. I would enjoy those 6 months without paying.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna cap. Those 6 months, I would be racking up my money.
Yeah.
That's what all these other motherfuckers are doing. But then you go in my dad's shoes. My dad's been suffering these past fucking 6 months. My dad had to cough up an extra $1,700 every month, and he don't got that he not making exactly because he has to. Our mortgage we have to pay 31. The first floor is giving us 1,600. Second floor we live in. Third floor. We gotta cough it up.
But I feel like that's still government fault. I feel like
then when I go
when they was giving out stimuluses, they should have had
once COVID comes
fucking
to
games over to
Yeah, what's just more in general.
They took hits.
Just more in general. They ain't give that much.
That's the
In
problem.
general,
They
the
can't
stimulus.
give more. They can't give
Bro.
more. The more money they give, the more fuck.
Nah,
By the way, this country is fucked.
You only should have
Civilians deserve more money, bro.
You only should have got more.
The
You
stimulus?
only should have got more based on
Nigga.
kids. Based on kids and labor.
Like taxes, you talking about like tax? Yeah, I guess, but I'm just saying, just a normal person in society during a COVID situation,
It don't matter how
you
much.
needed that money.
It don't
bro.
matter
More
how.
money.
It don't. As much money as somebody's gonna give you, you're still gonna need more money. That's what I'm trying to
Word,
say.
but I'm just saying, it was not enough.
If they give you a 1,600 STEMI, you gonna need it for the next month.
Nigga,
Like,
they didn't-
you gonna want one the next
A
month.
lot of the time they didn't even give this 1,600 in one charge. It was do fucking multiple payments, that type of shit. That's
They
bullshit.
could've offered way
more
And then-
jobs, bro.
And some people been taking advantage.
Sure, I ain't talking about that.
Nah,
talking about unemployment.
Nah.
Unemployment, boys.
Unemployment boys.
Keep on.
I ain't gonna hold you. I've been a part of the unemployment.
Oh.
I've been making bread off it.
You can't talk shit.
I need that.
Not yet.
Yeah. Until I flip roles. Until I flip roles.
This
I feel like I understand both roles.
Hasani got something to say.
Oh, okay. Look, I don't got problem with landlords that don't harass their tenants, that keep certain appliances running and shit, that talk to their fucking tenants with respect and like a fucking human being, you know? Because a lot of the time, these landlords don't give a fuck about
Facts.
who the fuck living in the conditions they living in.
Kind of like Jeff Bezos. My bad.
But as long as you're a person like that, I don't really have a problem with a landlord. My father is a landlord.
I'm not
He-
I just want to say I agree with Jerome at all times. That's all I want to say.
me and Mo just have,
I just
I don't know.
realized we all wearing a different color shirt.
Let's go. Nah, that's clean. Nah, don't laugh at him. That's clean.
It is one thing.
We're like the fucking Power Rangers in this.
Yeah.
Nah, yeah, me and Ron always going off.
We always going off, but it's like,
Iron Man, Captain America.
it's
That's
weird because in real life, we do see a lot of shit the same.
Bro, yeah. Like, that's what
It's only when you really get into specific
as someone from the outside looking in, I really feel like y'all both understand each other.
Yeah, we just
Everything is
defending.
And I'm trying. That's why I be trying to really hear him,
Like-
because I,
if you break it down to principles, bro,
Mhm.
y'all niggas will shake hands at the end of the day.
yeah. And I wish a lot more discourse was like ours. It was like a lot of shit on the internet. At the end of the day, they're gonna call each other names. They don't respect each other's opinions.
When in reality, all you gotta do is hear
Word.
hear their side and understand.
Make your
it.
points. Let niggas do be
Yeah.
trolling,
That's
but sometimes I think they be generally don't know how to talk to each other. Like they generally don't know how to.
Not worth my time.
They don't know how to argue, bro.
Yeah.
Like
A conversation is a multi-person thing.
Yeah, that's
bro.
what I'm saying.
That's why I do the coming in hot so I can clarify.
coming
Coming in hot.
Ass. I'm like,
You
yo,
gotta put an animation for that, bro.
Now, that's a
Coming in
catchphrase, bro. You need that. Yeah, stick to that. I like
coming
that.
in hard.
like I ask people to clarify because a lot of
Yeah.
it gets
And I-
convoluted, bro.
And I like how he does that often.
It really does get convoluted.
Because he did that with Janelle to make. Because sometimes
to make it more understandable for you guys.
when the argument goes on, sometimes you forget what was the original statement. Sometimes that shit happened to me.
It just happened today, bro.
Yes, sir.
We went from
No.
fucking is the generation solved to billionaires, bro. What happened? Like,
Because like you was talking about.
the generation soul topic.
I
is
think he
like,
brought up Jeff Bezos.
no, I never brought up Jeff Bezos. I said I brought up Amazon.
Yeah, that's why.
But I didn't pick up Jeff Bezos though.
Nah, we were just talking about overall issues. Can you really solve them?
Yeah, because
Yeah, if you say Amazon,
And you know what? I kind of did. I kind of brought it up.
He
I
brought
guess
up Jeff
because I was like, a lot of shit is over our head.
Yeah.
Like it's not on.
being soft, John L described being soft as complaining and not doing
Mhm.
nothing about it, which translated into can we even do something about it?
That's why I was like, I
Which
kind of
translated
agree.
into who can do something about it,
Mm-hmm.
and we landed in billionaires. It's
rich.
connected.
That's the only
But being soft is also just being simply just like too soft. Like
offended.
Yeah, I feel like niggas shouldn't have been that offended. I mean that offended over the big comments. Just the big-
You know I think what really ticked people off was his responses. Like
Yeah.
he should never fuck. I mean,
And
yeah,
he
you fucked up.
And he deleted.
He deleted it too. That ain't
He didn't even say that. He deleted his apology, which is
Word.
weird.
He did no, because he did 2 apologies. He did 1 apology, then he did the second
Oh,
one.
he did too.
Yeah.
I think the first one, nigga said he did it right.
And
It
niggas
sounds like
That's bad.
that
This the most subtopic podcast. No funny shit, right?
This shit late, bro.
It's what happened when I get here. You're welcome.
How you mad?
This guy.
Word, Hasani, 4.5 BC.
Let's go. Hey,
Nah.
Yeah, that's what he said.
come back to Jersey just to join.
But
45 minutes.
hey, I like this one. I really hope y'all
Yeah.
do too. Like I said, if
Good
there's
ass
anything y'all
topic.
want to see, comment, man.
Right.
We love
Comments
the
and
feedback.
topics, bro.
Or just come to me personally. Y'all follow me on Instagram.
Y'all better be subscribed too.
Yes,
Word.
sir. We almost there to 100.
Come on,
Keep
son.
away,
It's only
bro.
a couple more.
How 100 niggas watch the video, but 100 niggas not subscribing?
It don't make sense.
Anyways,
And like the videos.
Tell your friends, like the videos, all that, bro.
Like
Support.
the videos, bro.
Anyways, we see y'all on the next podcast.
3.5 BC. Plus
Yes, sir.
Hasani.
everybody,
Yes.
everybody think you're sorry for coming up, man. I really do appreciate you. Man.
Happy to be here, bro. Y'all lit, bro. I like this. Keep this up.
Right, bro.
All right. Final goodbye.
We out.
Peace.
Yes, sir.